comes a return from just beyond. They cannot get this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense. 20. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field. Downfield.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Herbert. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler. And Ekeler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, how well he's exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The handoff, it's Eckler. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pickett, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen. Just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take. Expect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. Ebron caught left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pickett stiff-armed him. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. That one a first down pickup of 8. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Pushing his way through.
Missed.
This will not go down. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Herbert back to the air. Short little throw to Ebron.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
We'll get started out west in Las Vegas.
And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs with a touchdown run. From there, we're off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. To throw on second down. Pickett, he's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 45 on second down, Herbert, and that one going to be off target and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense in desperate. Back to throw. Pickett. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now a give running left is Eckler.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Here is Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. It's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's Eckler again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So now the Steelers down by 13, just over 1:40 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to have a shot. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and 2, Pickett, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to hit his target, Claypool. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Johnson with a completion over the middle. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,